I am Nick Shell, a certified Enneagram coach. You're watching this video because you want to learn what I learned about Enneagram 5s based on this book that I read and loved called The Honest Enneagram by Sarajane. Would you like to buy the book? You can. It's whatever you want to do. You're in control here. If you want to buy the book, you click the link right there. It takes you to Amazon. You can buy the book. Do you want to know what your Enneagram is? Are you even a 5? How can I know that? You can know that by clicking the link and taking the test for free and finding out. And if you really want to be in an amazing place in life, like I am, you could actually become certified for Enneagram. And there's actually a link right there as well. So let's get to it. Let's learn more about Enneagram 5. What did I learn in my notebook as I took all these notes? And I took a decent amount because my sister's a 5. So I know a 5 very well. Better than most people that exist on this planet. I understand what a 5 is like. So here's my notes on Enneagram 5. 5s are known as sound counsel. I can absolutely agree. It says that 5s want to minimize their needs and limit connection to others by self-preservation, building boundaries. If they're a social subtype, by following a specific moral code, that's my sister, or if the sexual or the one-to-one, they minimize the needs and limit connection to others by focusing on a single partner and the romantic ideal. I would have to imagine that person would be more in touch with their 4 wing. I would have to imagine. Let's look at the rest of my notes. It says 5s feel consumed by the presence of family members. It says they were taught that they would have to privately meet their own needs. It says 5s make their decisions to prevent energy depletion. 5s want to know details of all angles, timelines, and explanations. In other words, what's the plan? 5s live life through the safety of their own mind. 5s research and use thought and curiosity to get them through. They're inquisitive, they're economical, they're studious, they're self-sufficient. They provide thoughtful feedback. They're good at helping make decisions between 2 different things. Some people get indecisive. 5s are really good at that. They're natural to make a decision, probably based on logic and research. It says 5s are free of emotional bias, which is interesting because the 4 is all caught up into emotion. The 5 can be the opposite of that. No emotion. Let's just use logic to make this decision. It says 5s connect primarily with people of shared interest and expertise. I think that's one of the reasons why my sister and I can talk about Enneagram for hours on any given day, because we're both so into that, and my sister can appreciate that I'm so into it. It says 5s have high walls because of their emotions and how they express them. It says 5s have no lack of emotion, only hidden emotion. And as we learned about 4s, what is emotion? Those are stories that your brain is basically trying to tell you. It says 5s believe that their sensitivities cannot be reasoned through. 5s have high standards of research. The most honest and trustworthy of all types. I think that's interesting, and I can clearly see that. Certain people, it's hard to read, and sometimes you wonder, should I trust this person? It's hard not to trust a 5. You know what you're getting with them. It says 5s are, it says people in a community, for them, causes increased happiness, lower suicide rates, longer life expectancy, higher likelihood of financial success. Now that's true for anyone, but specifically that's growth for 5s, is finding social connections in a community. It says here that 5s can get a little too caught up in research and not action. It says research without action is self-indulgence. That's weird. That's a 7 thing, self-indulgence, right? It says 5s are most likely for daily physical activity to be a mental challenge. So that's interesting. A guy like me, 7 or 8 or whatever I am, I'm at the gym 6 days a week and never need motivation. But I have seen that if you're a 5, you've kind of got a mental block that it's hard to get past to get to that, is what the book had taught. It says 5s need to focus more on gratitude, and it says needing people provides meaning in life. So again, I'll say that needing people provides meaning in life, because again, 5s are looking for ways to minimize needs and limit their connection to others. That's ultimately what they're trying to do. They're trying to become more self-sufficient all the time, but you can imagine that means the growth is getting more involved with other people. Your comments belong right here.